Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Duke Blue Devils. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
It might be small, but it is mighty. The Duke fan base has really started coming alive, and just 40,000 fans can sound like 60 the way they are passionate and yelling for their Blue Devils. Duke is finding some success in football in the last decade, and Wallace Wade Stadium.
The Blue Devils headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Off the play fake on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's got it on the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The run inside. It's Lindsey. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Might as well give it to him again. Makes it past the marker. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Using his legs, it's Lindsey. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Running inside, it's Lindsey. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hoke. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Has it! Into the end zone! Touchdown! Florida State!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense. All year long.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Running the red zone, it's Lindsey. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got a little grass. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So this gets a bit more challenging on 3rd and goal after the untimely false start, which brings to mind, are there timely false starts? Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Looking for the score! Touchdown, Florida State! Fired in from the red zone for the score. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Working that left side now.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything.
Could be an alley. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. He wants to go deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
This offense is being aggressive, and they keep going back to the same guy. We're early in the game in the first quarter. This guy's already scored a touchdown, so if I'm a quarterback, keep trying to get him the football. He's winning his matchups one-on-one. Nice job by the defense on that play, but don't lose focus if you're the QB here. Keep trying to find your big-time playmaker.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Noles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lindsey. They make the stop, and they had to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one. Looks as if we have an injured Blue Devil on the play. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll move the tight end. Quick release by the QB. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The play action fake. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the... Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
Start of offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Lopez. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Croman Hope. Unloads to the right. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader, and he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Lindsey. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
They go to the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Makes the catch. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Noles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. He wants to change this route. Handoff from the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah,
Maybe a crease. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Pulls and fires complete. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Out of the gun to give to the back. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warrick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. From the gun, the ground game. There's a crease. Got some room, headed to the goal line. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Looks as if we have an injured Blue Devil on the play. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Noles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Fires to the wideout. A spectacular one-hand grab. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. To the air on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. One more snap coming before halftime. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Right on the money. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got it in the middle, it's Lopez. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined. And that's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No sir, no mas, get it together.
It's 3rd down and they've got to get it to the 33. Looking to pass, it's Croman Hope. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Oof. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays.
Here's a little room there. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. You're now seeing this offense.
Oh, he's got some space. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
when you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Gets it out quickly. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make 1st downs. 1st and 15 here. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action on 1st down. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown Seminoles.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. So a well-executed 8. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. They want to run it left here. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with...
Finding some room.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Now on 2nd down. run inside. It's Harry. Breaks into the open. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Leaves it with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. To the air. It's Croman Hope. Got it! Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long, and under critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Florida State. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. So that was a 10. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabs it in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and the running back tries to hit the hole. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Right back to the well. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Timeout Duke. That's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Offense scoops it up and still going. Knocked down, but not before he gets the 1st down after recovering the fumble. The Blue Devils take a timeout, and that's the last one. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion with the run on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Back to pass, it's Croman Hoke. Touchdown, Florida State! The sure hand's in the end zone, and he has 6. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
They're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
He's in open space downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the single back. And a short run there, and that'll end it. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to